Hi, this is Mrs. O'Donnell checking in with you guys again. We're going to do a couple more Delta Math problems, and hopefully I'll figure out how to upload to YouTube like I told you guys I'd try to do. So our first skill we're going to give a try here is this common ratio difference level 1. So go ahead and click on that. Now, we've been learning about arithmetic and geometric sequences and sequences in general, which are just a list of numbers or figures that have some kind of pattern. So here our sequence is 17, 12, 7, and it's an infinite sequence. It continues on. The problem's telling us it's arithmetic, which we know means that you add between each term to generate the next term. And if we're trying to find the common difference, then that is finding the number that you add between each term. So in order to do that, we take the second term, divide it or subtract it from the first, or subtract the first term from the second term, excuse me. So 12 minus 17, which gives us -5. So our common difference should be -5 or plus a -5. And we can check that to see that it works for every term. So 17 plus -5 is 12. 12 plus -5 is 7. If we continued on, 7 plus -5 would be 2. And we could use that to generate more terms. So we know our common difference here is -5. Click yes. And then Delta Math takes you through step by step. Your first term, a sub 1, that subscript is telling you the term number. So a sub 1 equals 17. A sub 2 equals 12, A sub 3 equals 7. So our common difference, you're taking the second term minus the first term. So you're doing 12 minus 17, which gave us that -5. And we found our common difference, okay? Let's try another one to see if we can find the common ratio. Here we go. Okay, so find the common ratio of the geometric sequence, right? So geometric means that we're multiplying between terms. So our common ratio is that number that we're going to multiply between terms to find or generate the next term. So all we have to do here is take the second term and divide it by the first. So -2 divided by -1 is going to give me a +2. Don't need a calculator for that one. Okay, and we can test it out to make sure that we did it correctly. -1 times 2 is -2. -2 times 2 is -4. -4 times 2 would give us -8, and so on. It is an infinite sequence. Okay, so we know our common ratio is just +2. And Delta Math kind of walks us through. Our first term was -1. Our second term was -2. Our third term was -4. They did the second term divided by the first term, -2 divided by -1, which equaled 2. And we're all set.